I never heard his truck pull in. Just a sharp breath he took when he saw me dragging my leg, my little boy slipping down my hip, because I didn't have the strength to hold him any higher. What happened? Why are you on foot? Where's your car? He asked. When I told him his daughter-in-law had taken it, claiming I should be thankful they even allowed me under their roof, he didn't blink. He simply unlocked the passenger door and said quietly, "Come on, we're ending this today." That was the first moment in a long time when something inside me stopped trembling. It wasn't comfort. It was clarity. Someone finally saw the silent battlefield I'd been walking through alone. I met Ain on a night when I still believed kindness was genuine. His smile was soft, almost borrowed from someone better. He made promises like breathing, easy, constant, sweet. I fell fast because he looked like safety. I stayed because he sounded like a future. I married him because I know some men can love you and still destroy you, simply because destroying you is easier than admitting fault. His family welcomed me with hugs that felt warm until the wedding was over. Then suddenly I wasn't family. I was labor. I convinced myself I could endure it. Love has a way of dressing suffering up as devotion, until the mask falls and all you're left with are the warnings you ignored. I noticed a change slowly. His phone started living face down. He showered before touching the baby. His overtime never matched the bank deposits. Then the little shifts became obvious. New scents, new slang, new indifference. Cruelty always grows in inches before it becomes a mile. The truth arrived on a random Tuesday. A message flashed across his screen. Did she leave? I miss you. My pulse didn't spike. My hands didn't shake. I just went still like a flame die without smoke. I stared at myself in the mirror and whispered, "Not like this, not the version he expects." I didn't confront him. Confrontation is for people hoping to be heard. I wanted consequences. So I acted like everything was normal. I smiled, cooked, didn't question anything. Guilt hates silence. It makes liars sweat. He thought my calm meant surrender. But every night while he slept, I became my own witness. Screenshots, bank records, voicemails. His mother telling me I should be thankful they tolerated me. I didn't cry over any of it. I documented it. I studied laws, custody rules, my rights. I built an escape the way a careful architect builds a bridge, slowly, deliberately, with no cracks. By the time he sent something, it was too late. My plan wasn't a plan anymore. It was structure. First, I reopened a bank account with my name alone. Second, I shifted all documents, mine, my child's, and the evidence, to my dad's house. Third, I hired a lawyer whose calm confidence felt like armor. "You've been preparing for a while," she said. "No," I told her. "I've been surviving." The real blow landed on a Thursday afternoon when a summons arrived at his job. 20 minutes later, his mother was shrieking over the phone, demanding explanations. "I'm giving your son exactly what he earned," I replied. Their accounts froze shortly after. Then the custody petition went through, complete with every insult, bruise, and threat logged with timestamps. By the time he understood what was happening, every exit was locked from the outside. And now here I was, limping into the driveway, holding my child as my father parked like a soldier returning to familiar territory. "You ready?" he asked. I nodded, not because I felt brave, but because fear didn't live in me anymore. Inside, his mother started yelling first, as always. What drama is this now? My dad ignored her. "Where's her car?" he demanded. Ain finally appeared, eyes guilty, clothes smelling like someone else's perfume. "You can't just take the baby," he snapped. I stepped forward. "I'm not taking anything. I'm taking back what you tried to keep from me." He opened his mouth to argue, but I placed a court order in his hand. Watching the realization drain the color from his face felt like the first breath after drowning. He tried anger, then threats, then the final stage, begging. They always beg at the end. I held my son close and told him the only sentence he couldn't fight. "There's nothing you can say that outweighs what you've done." And just like that, the house that once held me like a cage became nothing more than walls and muted echoes. My dad drove us home quietly, The good kind of quiet, the kind that feels like being wrapped in something warm. My boy slept against my chest. And for the first time in months, I felt weight lifting, air returning, a doorway opening to something better. Revenge didn't feel like fire. It felt like water, steady, patient, unstoppable. As we turned onto our street, I whispered, barely audible, I wasn't rescued tonight. I rescued myself. He only got to witness it.